Gnarly.
All right, welcome, everybody.
Welcome all.
We got some hype and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe action coming.
Yeah,
Division
coming to
One,
an
Division One finals.
end. Grandies, baby.
Most of you might recognize our voices. Obviously, I'm Joel, joined with my duo, the real Kevin Warnick. There are no
Guys
fakes.
out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So we've got a chance right now to see World Friend pull out the three-peat. It sounds like they've already established themselves as the dynasty. This could be the three-peat, third year in a row. We've got a pretty unique challenger approaching though. Euphorya, Anubis. First time they've been in the grand finals of a division championship. It sounds like.
Yeah, like that's the top level. I'm not entirely sure if they've won lower divisions. I'm sure that they have, but I know for a fact that in Division 1, this is their first finals appearance. They're kind of looking to ride the high that they're on, but obviously they got World Friend, who are kind of like the giants of the game right now.
Yeah, and
so it's going to be a tall order.
It'll be a very tall order. EU getting here by virtue of a win, a third game win. They won in 3 games against XI Cloutissimo last week in a pretty closely contested series. And then World Friend has been just blowing through. They finished the regular season 9-1, and then they pull up in the semifinals against RE last week. Who RE the only team to beat them in the regular season? They just clamped down, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was clappage. It was like 130-point wins both times. So it wasn't really even a series.
That is pretty scary. And if you're EU, you're looking. Let me see. Yeah, because in that last games, anyone can perform really well in a series. But I'm looking at the results, and Swift dropping 130 and 113 in both matches like that. I'm assuming we have the lineups up on the screen. Yeah, we see Swift playing Pyrax, who is we know Pyrax
D1 MVP this season.
Yeah,
I think that's his third time MVP in D1 or something like that. So
Jesus,
yeah, we all know that Pyrax is a pretty good player along with Swift.
Yeah, we see a few names we recognize very well.
It's kind of a strange lineup match one because there's no, the name that sticks out to me is Valor, who's arguably their best player, I'd say. I think
really,
with what he does in the front and in the middle is like extremely valuable to WF, and I know that he's in the lineup for the next couple of games, but this match one, what I think is probably the most important match of the series, he is not playing. But Lamphy, he is an extremely strong pack player, really good at hitting people, just like kind of how Mars is. And then Theo's kind of one of those guys who flies under the radar too, who's a pretty good player once he gets into the front. But EU has their typical lineup, I'd say. Manster, I'd say, is probably the guy to really look out for EU. Pretty high up on the individual score chart this season, and he's usually that guy who holds down front presence, or the most prominent, I'd say, so for the team. Yeah, not entirely sure the scenario on the room or anything, but should be getting started here in a couple of minutes. Oh, never mind. Right now. And unfortunately, I don't know where Kevin is gone. Assuming Mars hosts match one, WF gets all the top spots. Warrior Stadium coming out for them. Unfortunately for them, they don't really get to run with it, as EU does get dry desert. first race,
Hey, what's
kind of
up?
trying to get WF out of these spots. Hello, I can
You
hear
hear
you
me?
now. Yeah.
Okay, I was talking a lot of smack while my mic went out. I don't know where you guys last left off with me, but um, as
Well,
long as I plugged in my Ethernet cable because my Wi-Fi is being a little weird. Maybe that decided to just shut off my mic, but fortunately, I think we're alive here.
all right. Well, if we're good, we're good. So that's the
Cool.
most important thing. All right. Of course, we start Dry Desert, the most interesting gameplay in the game possible.
I'm not sure.
People
Was this
kind
an
of
EU
just
pick?
sitting
Like,
there. This was an
why-
EU pick, yeah. WF hosts match 1, so
so they're like top 6 in the room or something. That's my only guess.
started
Okay,
top
bold.
3. Yeah, really early shock. I don't know if this is what Pyrax really wants, because now he's gonna kind of be like, I don't want to say like obligated, but he's almost going to be obligated to just use this really early. It
And I mean,
probably
I
would
don't
have been. It probably would have been better if he had the golden first, kind of golden up
Yeah.
into higher spots. But
I mean, he could only really dodge one person, so that's like pretty much
Yeah.
arbitrary. Interesting.
I mean, using it this early, there's like it's almost bound to be another shock at some point because this track is so long.
I'm trying to look at the map here really quick. So we know EU is the me.
Frogger the Link as well, who is also EU.
Then I think that was Swift. Swift is the Roy, and then I'm assuming someone for EU is the Link. That's all
Yeah,
we gotta know.
Frogger. Frogger is the biker Link.
Oh yes, biker baby.
Yeah, I believe that is EU in last place as
Yeah.
well. You see Pyrax kind of just chilling here in 11th place. Theo in 10th. Swift is back here too. Normally this would look pretty bad for WF, but since it's desert,
Oh yeah, there we
it
go.
doesn't matter.
The race
And
starts right here, so
I don't know who shocked that was. That must have been.
That
had
was-
to have been WF.
that was
yeah.
definitely a WF because you see Thomas dodging probably into first here, and I mean, if there's no one up here for EU, then I mean, running away with race 1. Oh, we see EU behind Pyrax here, but I don't
I think
know who's in
that's
second.
Lamphian first. I haven't seen him all race. Pyrax
At
gonna.
least the top 2 for WF, and I mean, pretty swiftly done there. I mean that.
Yeah, that was Lamphy. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, oh,
that's a
ouch.
huge race.
Okay, well, EU's strategy of trying to get WF out of top spots right away, that kind of just didn't work. And I mean,
And now they don't have desert, so
yeah. So I mean, you still got Cheeseland, you still got Excite Bike, you still got GBA Mario Circuit, but like, desert is really the bread and butter. We need to reset spots pick, I guess.
yeah. And I mean, WF able to get 2 shots that race like pretty handily and just absolutely dominate that. That's not looking so good for EU. I mean, their game plan kind of faltering. We're not really sure what their game plan is yet, but hopefully if they get Yoshi Valley, something can come through. But they're gonna have to do a lot of work to dig out of an early 30-point hole. Like, ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, this is really dangerous too, because I think everyone understands how good WF is, especially when they're group running.
Exactly.
And this is probably the most prominent group running track in the game.
They are an
there
actual
is-
unit when they group run. So it's
There is literally no time savers on this track.
yeah. This is
So,
it's a very difficult track to catch up on, and I mean you'll
Yeah,
learn by
if
like,
they-
half-
If they get their top spots established quick, like right away after these zippers, probably they're just going to be out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like by halfway through lap 2, you'll pretty much see where the pack is, unfolding, unless it's just everyone is right next to each other. But Pyrax gonna look to just like yeet out of here.
Yeah, I believe that's Theo following up in second, and Spike is kind of on the prowl here. Probably
Yeah,
going to be
Theo's-
looking to take
He's
out of
probably
these.
gonna hold that L button pretty quick now.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. He's Thomas.
Yeah,
I think
Thomas
that's
up there, too.
top 3 for WF right now. I believe it's Thomas and Theo trailing in second and third. Pyrax kind of just looking to bail. You see Mancer and Frogger kind of chilling in the middle spots. I see that Swift back there in 11th. If that is EU in last place, I would if I were them, I would probably just stop and try to get a shock
Yeah,
or
I
blue.
mean, you got to stop for the bolt probably. I don't know if that's EU in last, but I mean they're in a prime position to get it. I just don't know where the best shock would. I mean, the best shock would probably come on the anti-grav at the end of lap 3, but I mean, if you don't have a plan yet, then it's probably not going to work out so well because Pyrax is just cruising right now, and we see Thomas still just handily driving in second. So
yeah, I kind of figured since he wasn't spamming the mirror that they were all behind him. So, Manster looks like he's pulled up into about 5th, but if that's all WF top 4, that is tough.
Yeah, if that's the best that EU can get right now, then this might be a very... Oh yeah, Manster getting hit out, so we're guessing that might be at least a top 3 for WF.
Yeah, and Frogger is back there too. It looks like Swift was holding the blue. If Swift was holding the blue, that's gonna be 3rd for Lamphy as well. I don't really know who's following up.
Yeah, that's 4. Tough, dude. That's huge. Top 4.
Wow. Okay.
Pyrax sacrificed that plus 15 though.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty respectable.
Selfless act by our king, but yeah, that is a 50-point deficit off the bat. And I mean, we were talking about, we know, like, we are familiar with World Friend, and we know what they're capable of. It is looking exactly like a lot of people thought this would, and it is up to EU to, like, change that narrative, because, I mean, down 50 after 2 races.
After 2 races, that's scary.
I feel like I've been here for an hour now, dude.
Yeah, I mean, between, at this high of a level, you'd expect a 50-point gap, you know, kind of surface around your race 5 or 6 if a team kind of gets like a dominant first GP, but no.
Race 9, maybe.
WF is like, hey man, we're coming for this quick 2-0 and a handshake.
Literally. That's a GG. No. We are hoping for the best here. We gotta see EU. They got their track pick again. They better have a plan.
Yeah.
On Yoshi Valley.
Yoshi Valley is such a chaotic track, and I'm expecting to see a lot of people drop towards first set on lap 2, because I don't know if people didn't know, but that set is busted. Like, that is...
Is it really?
I wouldn't say it's as busted as, like, Rainbow Road Glider set, but it's, like, actually really broken.
Is it because there's, like, 8 different paths you can take, and the position tracker gets just completely screwed up, or is that...
I mean, that could be why.
Because that's my guess. I mean, like, I did not know it was that, like, I mean, not...
No, it's busted.
Damn.
Like, you can kind of cheat that set, but you did see EU kind of pulling away in first. Master and Frogger occupying some middle spots here. Can't really tell who's last place. Louis Sao is last place. Okay.
And I mean, given the first set on this track, I mean, you do see a lot of shocks on Yoshi Valley, and you see them doing a lot of good work. So I mean, if Louis Sao has any job right now, I'm guessing it's to get the bolt, because I mean,
I would think so as well.
I'm guessing that's WF gone in first, because we had Thomas and I think it was Swift.
Yeah, EU just threw blue. So.
Yeah, there's not really much we can deduce from what's happening in the pack right now. A shock would change the game.
Did Spike just have a shock? No, it was a SAR. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought for a second that he was holding the bolt, but watch Pyrax get it right here.
All of WF holding dodges, so if a shot comes out like right here where it is probably really powerful, it's not going to do much.
Yeah, I mean it's...
Ooh! Okay.
I think that might have been an EU shock.
Yeah, that's a good trade. That's a really good trade.
Mars dodged in like 3rd, so Mars should be able to get first pretty easily. And
yeah,
Thomas also got the read, so...
Yeah, at least 3 of EU dodged. That might be pretty helpful. I think they may have gotten a 2-3, maybe a 3-4. I'm not sure, but that...
Yeah, Manser got a good spot. That's a bottom 2 for WF, so that was a good race for EU.
Okay. Yeah, that was alright.
Oh, sorry, not bottom 2. My bad.
Yeah.
That was about even, I'd say.
Nah, that was okay.
I mean, +2 for WF, kind of just plugging the leaks, but you did see the 2 players from WF, Thomas and Mars, who both dodged. They got 1-3, so it's like,
yeah,
sure, they dodged a couple, but it's like, was it really worth the trade? Because when you really think about it, Thomas dodged in, 10th or 11th or whatever, so he was bound to have a good item. coming out of his bill that could probably just take him to the finish.
I would have used it later. I don't know. It just seemed like that was probably the best place to like chain stuff, but like everyone knows that's coming.
The second set on Yoshi Valley is like super blatant, I think.
Damn.
And maybe it was because they just pulled it first set. They kind of were just like, oh, we got it. Now what do we do? Because, I mean, if they would have held it any longer, it would have been too late at that point. I think they would have just dodged all of WF.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think they just made do with what they could have done, which, I mean, is fair play to them. But it didn't really help in the end since they still lost the race.
Yeah. I mean, if you're EU and your game plan's revolving around the Bolt right now, we saw by that race, like, you got the Bolt, you got at least 3 people dodging, and you still lost the race by 2. I mean, I don't know what their game plan has to be. What are you thinking right now? Because it's like, nothing is really breaking through the wall, like the WF wall. If you will.
That's the thing. They just need to get in the front.
Yeah. Because
WF is just dominating top spots, so that when any of them tries to infiltrate, one of them's just like, see you later, buddy.
I mean, do you think they're going to be able to contend with the likes of, like, Pyrax and Thomas and Swift up there in top spots? Because, like...
See, that's always something tough to deal with in WF, because they have so many strong runners, but they're also really strong pack players as well. So it's like, you can't let them dominate the front, because then they're just going to outrun you. Like, I mean, if this sticks, obviously there's a blue coming, but this is, like, actually a dangerous combination, just seeing Thomas, Swift, and Pyrax in top 3.
And without Baylor playing either, that's like, Yeah,
that's one of their better runners too. But
and you see bottom 6, probably most EU is just broken away back there.
Yeah, Lamphy's in 3rd. I didn't catch who that was, but I think it's EU following in 4-5.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the Bolt coming in.
That is a lot of people dodging. Master dodging. I would assume that's EU. I would assume that's an EU shock, yeah.
No, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, end of lap 2, I guess that works. Like, they need to do something now, though, because, I mean, Swift's just going to continue to break away, and, I mean, Pyrax is going to press the L button, so...
Yeah. I think that was probably the best thing that EU could have done, because now it's actually too late to get another shock, I'd say.
That's true, yeah. There's a couple bullets coming up, too. I mean, Theo's already up here, so, I mean... With triple shrooms, the shock not doing too much for the top spots here, but for the middle, yeah.
It doesn't... I don't think the shock is really going to do anything for him.
No.
WF's still getting top 3. Yeah,
and I mean...
okay, sure they...
The bottom 3.
Sure they... bottom 2... That's still like a plus 10 or 12 for...
That's still plus 8,
WF.
Plus 10,
yeah, but... sure, they dodged a ton of people, but it's like WF was so far gone that it just did not matter, because they're holding shrooms and stars and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't want to chain it, second set, third set, just to try to get reds. But like in that scenario, that's where like shrooms and stuff were actually like bad, because if someone dodged with like triple reds or something like that, that would have been insane. Because they would have just been able to take out Pyrax and Swift, but...
I think they were too far back in bottom spots, because that just brought them to the pack, but nothing else.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously on ED, you're just going to hold your shrooms and your star for, last glider going into the cut and whatnot. But, I mean, you see EU, they're on 4 out of 5 picks right now, and their tracks are not working. To say the least. Down 60 after the first GP. They're kind of using all bagging tracks too, so I mean, if WF is going to get all these good races out of bagging tracks, this could be a bit of a red flag, I'd say.
I think if you're EU and you're not in the top spots by, halfway through the race, I think you got to just hard bag for the shock, because the shock, this is what we've seen from them, and it's trying to work, I guess. But if they can get the Bolt, and I know it's predictable, and if WF has a bunch of dodgers, then probably don't do it there. But the glider at the end of lap 3, or maybe at the end of lap 2, I don't know, is deadly. because you have to go down that bottom path and it takes an hour to get back up. Like,
Yeah,
they've got to do something here. If we're just waiting for EU to finish in top 2 or top 3 to see what they can do with running, because right now they cannot get up there. There's already a blue. I mean,
the pack is really close at the moment. I think that's Swift taking the blue.
Yeah.
But you do see a lot of EU kind of littered up around here. Pyrax probably going to be looking to hold this blue. I do believe that's 1, 3, 4, 5 actually for WF. So, that is.
I think that's top 4.
I can't tell who's in first. I think Frogger's still up there. The pack is so close.
Frogger is. I think that's a Waluigi in first. Yeah,
Bry's holding down the fort
Bry's
for
up
EU
there
right now.
Okay. He's probably gonna get double redded. Yeah, that's tough. He's already back there.
If Swift kind of gets him out of there. Pyrax with a bomb that lands on 2 EU members, so Pyrax and Swift really gonna be looking to
Oh no, Pyrax
pull
is
away
in sync right now.
and then Pyrax with his Pyrax special pulling yet another bomb in first place.
Oh my god.
Swift just drove right through that, dude.
Interesting, yeah. He's gonna be
That
taking
was
the
the
blue here. There is a bolt.
That had to have been WF.
Okay, interesting.
They shocked him on boost pads and canceled blue, so I mean that would only make sense. But I think that is Frogger following up in second. Manster getting hit on the line. I think that was a good race for WF.
Okay.
3. That was very even actually.
That was very good that WF was able to hold down first. Pyrax pulled out that nice special lap 3. He was able to hold it down.
Yeah.
What happened in the middle, we're not quite sure, but that could be the start of something okay for EU.
Yeah. But still, it's like WF has 1, 3, 4. So
was that a tie race?
It was a tie race actually.
Okay.
So I mean, no damage that race, but it's still they need to do something to just get WF out of first. 'Cause I mean, typically if your individual player is winning a race, you're not gonna lose the race, and if you are, it's gonna be very minuscule, unless you obviously get like bottom 5.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like that doesn't really happen too often, where people just like chain bottom 5s over and over and over. So I don't think that's a very reliable way of catching up. But it's like they need to get Pyrax, they need to get Swift, they need to get Thomas, they need to get them out of the front.
Yeah, and I mean when you have 5 of the 6 track picks in the game so far, it looks like EU is getting closer and closer to something, because I mean they went from losing by 30 to like losing by 2. They tied that race. So considering all trends, maybe they win this race, but they've got to get Pyrax out of here, and you already see L buttons going off right now.
Right, and I mean if you're EU, it's like you really got nothing to lose. So,
yeah.
See Mars pull up into second place, Bry following in third. Pyrax kind of just looking to bail on everyone, I'd say.
Definitely.
You see Swift kind of bagging, Manster kind of bagging. There's going to be a lot of people taking cut here. So,
I mean, this is just going so smoothly for Pyrax. Like he's cruising right now, and I think when he has at least one teammate behind him, he's got one teammate behind him. Like he's fully protected. They are really good at meat shielding for first. I think they've got
definitely.
And I mean, top 2's already broken away. It's Pyrax and Thomas, and it's like.
Yeah, Pyrax just casually has 2 trails consistently too, so I mean it's like there's no touching.
Yeah. He decided to toss the banana away just because like he's gonna get another trail.
Yeah, well that time he didn't, which is kind of surprising, but
gonna
pull over for Thomas who has a shrew. The pack is actually extremely close right now, so if people start getting bodied on the anti-grav, I mean this is gonna be a chaotic finish. Manster kind of gone in last place.
I've said this 100 times, but I mean, if they have the bolt, that's going to be their saving grace right now, because top 2, pretty broken away. Swift and a star in third might be waiting for it, but I'm not sure if the bolt's in play. It looks like no one's using dodges really, so.
No, everyone's in dodges right now, so if a shot comes, it's going to be now, but obviously WF lands over glider.
Yeah, dude. EU not able to pull out the shock, and I mean, like, everyone thought the shock was in play for WF because everyone used their dodge, but that's another top 2, top 3.
Top 3, Swift pulled into third at the end there.
Oh man.
Yeah, top 3, 6.
Dude,
9,
what can you do?
10.
This is incredible. WF is actually cruising. And I mean,
yeah, I mean, they're just getting spots, and EU's just not getting anything to
absolutely
take them out.
And I think the biggest difference here is WF fully has a formula. They know exactly what they're doing. If you have 2 people in top spots, then you're cruising, and then you just have damage control in the middle. That's exactly what they're doing. So.
Right, exactly. And I think that the way EU plays is like they really try to play through the pack. They just hit you a ton, then they kind of crawl up to their spots. But I mean, what are you gonna do when you're hitting them, but it's like, well, Pyrax, Thomas, and Swift are also gone in top 3, so it's like, that strategy's kind of obsolete when you're getting just completely outran.
Well, yeah, like you get the job taken care of in like 6th or 5th, and you have 4, 5, 6, but then you realize top 3's gone by like 25 seconds. It's
yeah, I mean, this is. I think if WF gets a huge race here, they're slamming the door. So, I mean, Mount Wario is also one of those tracks where it's like you could break away really easily, especially if you're Pyrax, because there's not a ton of coins. I suppose. Okay, well, commentator's curse, apparently. Commentator's curse. I mean, but Pyrax out of first. That's what you needed.
I guess EU's hoping that it's not, Thomas 10 seconds have broken ahead in first now, but like, yeah, it seems like a couple of WF is back here.
I don't know how I feel about this pick though, because they were top 3, I think.
Yeah, they were top 3.
This is such a bumpy track at the beginning where you just get thrown in the off-road and whatnot. So I mean, I think there could have been better options, because you did see Swift, who finished 3rd last race too. He's kind of back in these bottom spots. Pyrax and Mars currently occupying bottom 2. Blue does come out, so that's got to be EU in first place currently.
I mean, yeah.
Swift and WF bottom 3 right now, but shock is so common on this track that like you almost kind of feel all right if you're WF. Pyrax with a star and a bill, hitting the trees left, right.
Tough, yeah.
So, I mean, he doesn't care. He's dodging through the shock.
It looked like on the minimap that EU or whoever got blue dodged the blue, because I didn't see anyone spin out with the explosion. So I mean,
yeah. This is all WF back here. This is WF bottom 5, I think.
EU better hope they don't have the bolt. If WF has the bolt, then this is
curtains, because if they get shocked off glider, that's tough.
Yeah.
They get no box.
Look like anything's coming out, though. This might be a really big stretch here for EU. They might be at least top 2, top 3.
Theo getting redded too.
Oh, Frogger's getting taken out!
Redded. That sucks.
I think Swift got first.
Could be?
No, sorry. That is big, though.
That's what you needed. They needed that really bad. So, I mean, they're...
Like plus 20?
Plus, 20, I'd say. Yeah, it was plus 20 for EU.
I just realized it was an 80-point deficit, though. So, I mean, I thought it was going to be like a plus 40 deficit instead, but it's still 60, so...
Yeah, but I mean, there's still 5 races left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now EU's got their top spots, so we're going to need to see what they can work with here.
Yeah, I think WF is going to need to prevent themselves from getting played by their own game, because, I mean, like, EU could just pull the WF special. We don't know, because we haven't seen that opportunity yet. But, like, the WF special coming up, maybe Manster's going to could be completely gone. Whoever's in first. I don't remember who got first.
Yeah, well, PPS anyway. I mean, this is also a really good run track.
You got redded.
Yeah.
Okay. We will see how this goes.
This is usually like their first choice run track, regardless of who's in first, I'd say. Yeah.
So top 2, 4, 5 for EU. Let's get the over-under on how long this will last.
Not very long. The draft.
I hope, for the sake of the match, it does last pretty long. We see Swift and Pyrax drafting up into almost top 2, so that...
Yeah, Pyrax just rolled like 3 drafts.
Second draft.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah,
All right,
Pyrax and Swift pull into top 2 really fast, but I
the
mean,
over-under
EU's
was
still
about-
occupying.
Yeah, it was about 6
EU's still
seconds.
occupying a lot of middle spots here. Yeah. Theo
Theo's
kind
in
of pulled
third.
up too. I believe
That's
Theo started in
incredible.
like 11th place too.
Oh my
so-
god. And I mean, yeah, Pyrax is gonna reassume his rightful position in first because he's been constantly running this match, but I don't know what happened. There's a lot of
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I said we got to see what EU really does with these top spots to try to kill the momentum for WF.
Yeah, I mean,
clearly they did not do too much.
yeah, I think this track, like, they may be good at it and they may treat it as their like go-to. But if you think about it, it's inherently like a really bumpy track, and it's narrow, and like drafts are gonna kill you if you're in
drafts. Yeah, well, that you saw that that was a perfect example when Pyrax just caught like 4 drafts in a row. He was just in first for free, pretty much, and Swift did the same thing as well. Manster with those fireballs hits Pyrax. Theo does get away. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
So, I mean, the gap's closed on top 2. Manster is on the prowl at the moment.
Gotta be careful with the banana though.
I think Pyrax got Louis Sao. Manster breathing down Pyrax's neck, however. Pyrax got 1 trail. Suo in 3rd. If EU does something to get Pyrax out of here, I mean, it could be big for EU, but I'm not entirely sure what they can do.
You gotta be careful when you
Pyrax,
get the bomb.
I knew it!
That could be deadly!
It, dude! Oh my god, man.
And that's a 2... I think that's a 1-3-4.
1-3 for WF. Swift dodging on the line too.
Man,
might pick up a couple extra spots.
Baby. 1-3-5.
That was pretty even, but dude.
Oh wow, that bomb, dude.
Dude, of course.
People in chatter seem to be a fan of that play. People said God's plan.
So stupid.
Absolutely, man. Also consider the fact that Pyrax is on 90 currently.
Yeah. So,
Did he really need that bomb?
No. No, yeah. Of course not.
Well, I mean, depending on what happened to the EU members who were behind him with that bomb, that could be an absolute like motivation killer.
I don't actually think it hit anyone. I think Sewell got redded by somebody, and Manser actually lived because he got 2nd.
Yeah,
and that was only a +2 for WF in the end. So
it's the idea that counts, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're WF, you're not even really looking to blow them out of the water anymore. You're up by 62 points. It's like you're just looking at this. You're not playing to not lose because that's how you end up losing, but you're not like really just playing to like blow them away. Kind of just you don't kind of let the foot off the gas a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, this is honestly where WF is at their 2nd most dangerous. I think it's when it's when they're up by 15 to 40. I mean, they're up by 60, so it's even worse. But like when they're up by 15 to 40 in the last 3 races, they are so good at damage control. Like we've seen so many times. We've casted a lot of this season together. Like we've seen teams be so close to bringing it back. I remember I don't remember who they played when we watched them on primetime like early in the season. But there was a team who was able to almost bring it back against WF, and then like race 12 on Hyrule Circuit, they just pulled it out of their behinds. Like it was insane.
Yeah, that was agility finals against Prestige. Prestige led the whole match, and then WF's like, "Hey,
dude, wow, yeah,
you didn't put us away before last race. Okay, well you're getting punished now."
Jesus, yeah,
that's just how WF works. Gas, no brake, really, but
it's insane. I mean, we just see a lot of takedown here from WF in top spots. I was talking too much. I don't remember who's in first.
I didn't catch who's in first, but whoever is in first is not going to be in first anymore since they're getting blued. I see Swift up here.
They dodged it.
Yeah, Swift and Swift actually pulled into first. Whoever's in 2nd is kind of neck and neck with them. So I mean, minimum 1, 3, 4, 5 for WF right now. But if that's top 5, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, top five is essentially curtains.
Pretty much. I mean, at that point, it'd be 100 points almost with 3 races left. You almost need to be perfect at that point.
Yeah, and this is
And I mean, this is race 10 right now.
race 10.
No,
oh
this is
my
race
God.
9. 9. Sorry.
9. Okay.
I'm stupid.
Oh, that bomb onto Thomas! Who did that? Hello?
That was the hashtag MKD, hashtag Nintendo Switch moment.
Where was that race for?
Top 2 for WF anyway. Top 2, 4, 6. Bottom 3 for EU.
Oh,
That's still gonna be
rip.
Yeah, that's still gonna be at least a 20-point win for WF. Yeah, up 84 with only 3 races to go.
Yeah. According to someone in chat, that was Bry. Bry with the absolute heave ho. Though that was a highlight play. That was fun to watch.
That was funny. Yeah, that was good.
Man.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, game 1 so far going exactly how a lot of people thought it would. And if this, for whatever reason, turns into a comeback for the ages, 3 races, which is possible, question mark, but like,
That'd be a huge pog.
I think EU's got to figure out what to do game 2, because now their back's against the wall. They just got ripped to shreds game 1, and they have to win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I just hope they're not on tilt. Because if
they're prone to tilting,
I don't know. I don't know if the Spanish thought process, but I know if it's anything like French people, they're gonna be tilted.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
that's something they need to stay away from, because if you're tilted going in the next match, you're asking and they get blown out of the water really quick.
50 points dropped on your head race 1, so I mean,
yeah, like this war.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, Hyrule Circuit here, one of WF's better tracks. I mean, they're looking to close this one up mathematically.
Yep. And I mean, all they need to do is not get kind of bodied this race.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So I mean, they're really in control.
If
Obviously, they're up by 80.
They gotta drop the Bolt 3 races in a row, and it's like, I mean, we haven't seen that. We saw them doing it earlier in the match when they were like starting to slow down the leak score-wise, but I don't know.
Pyrax pulling the convenient horn.
True. Yeah.
With the blue coming. So I mean,
Maybe,
EU thought Swift was getting blued. Nah, you thought.
Dude, absolutely thought. Yeah, this is. I mean, this is just a run right now. It's a nice time trial. It's pretty hype if you ask me.
Yeah, it's so hype, dude.
Any Hyrule Circuit fans in chat, let us know. No, yeah, but I mean,
Mars following up in 3rd place too. So I mean, it's gonna be nearly impossible for EU to really break unless they have a shock. There's another blue coming.
If we're gonna talk though about, I feel like it's a little early. It's only what, race 10 or 11?
Race 10, yeah.
It's race 10. It's race 10.
Oh wait, how did Switch dodge that? Unless he just had a horn. But I didn't
Dog
see
probably had a mushroom at first. I don't know.
All right, dude. Well, that's the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that is mathematically game. Valor, we see Valor getting on the cart, so he's probably next up in the lineup. Doesn't seem like they needed him that much.
No, but he's still up here. That's still a race win for WF, I think.
Absolutely. And Pyrax just blowing away with the points. He's been literally in like bottom 6 maybe for 5 seconds this match.
I mean, yeah, he's just been kind of driving in top 3, like uncontested. But 86-point lead with 2 races left. Obviously,
that's out of it. That's
if you guys didn't know, the most you can win a race by is 40. So mathematically, WF is going to be taking game 1.
Yeah, dude.
Well, this was an interesting first match.
Interesting, yeah. So, if you're EU going into game 2, I mean, you are in probably the most underdog position anyone can be in.
Right.
What do you got to do game 2? Like, what did we see work from them at all this
Well,
match. 'Cause, I mean, they're down nearly 100, so you can't really take many silver linings out of that. But like,
No.
we saw them try to run Piranha Plant, and they got drafted 6 seconds into the race. The
Yep.
shots aren't working as well as they could be. Like, what is the plan? Because like, you got a team with a plan, you got a team without one. So
yeah, I think EU sometimes they rely too much on bagging and dodging shock and stuff like that, and obviously it works if you're getting dodges and shocks and stuff like that, but it's also completely relying on RNG, which is not really the greatest, because at that point you're just not putting the game in your own hands, which I think being under control of what your actions are kind of just like the most effective way to play the game.
Yeah,
but I mean, they're hosting match 2, so I mean, hopefully they're going to be able to get a run track right off the bat, kind of take off right away. But I mean,
and I know in Mario Kart Wii, like, it works a different way when hosting. Like, you have to join like interchanging spots. Is it still first come first serve in Mario Kart 8?
It's first come first serve. Yeah.
So I mean, maybe EU banks on like a top 6 in the room as they start. Like, I'm not sure, but like,
well, I mean, they're all Spanish, so typically they'll load faster.
Is that so?
So I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, they're closer, so
yeah,
quicker joining the rooms because the latency is better and all. But Pyrax for the first time this war, sort of getting hit. I mean, jeez.
Pyrax for the first time not being in top 4, so I mean, yeah, like that is probably gonna have to be the plan for EU. Yeah, my thought process was that, like, relying on the bolt that much, like, you have to be lucky and coordinated. Like, if you get the luck part out of the way and you have 9 stars and a bolt, like, you know, go ahead and dodge. But like, if you dodge half of WF2, if you dodge the person in third, like, stuff
that's the thing. There were a couple of races, Yoshi Valley, for instance, just the one that comes off the top of my head. It's like, and Electrodrome. It's like they were bagging so hard on ED that their dodges did not matter.
Yeah, they were gone back there
because WF was just so far ahead. And then on Yoshi Valley, it's like they kind of just dodged all of WF as well, so it kind of just canceled out everything. So I mean, it might be a lack of luck, but I feel like it's kind of a lack of coordination more than anything, because their shocks were not very effective this war. And obviously, when WF's just group running every race, that you're gonna win by coordination with that. So
absolutely, yeah.
I mean, yeah, WF.
You're on the
chilling
dernier course, French for final race, of course. Duolingo practice coming into fruition there, but
let's go Duolingo.
We see some support in the chat for EU, even though Game 1 did not go as well as a lot of they and their supporters hoped. We see some Vamos EU, you know. Jack in chat with a very, very good point, very hot take. I think EU just needs to get themselves together.
I mean, that's pretty true, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I just really hope they're not tilted. Because like WF kind of just like does this to everyone. They kind of just they'll kind of just like clap you for like 3 races and like play even the rest of the time. But it's like those 3 races were just so huge. Because when you really look at it, it's an 88-point game right now. But WF won the first race by 50. So I mean,
break my table.
Well,
but yeah, no, I know what you're saying. And I mean, let me look back at. I think there was a match they played. Let me see. I'm looking back at the season. There was a match where it was. Maybe that wasn't even WF. I don't know. I get my Mario Kart Prime times mixed up, if you will. But it was a match where it was relatively even throughout the entirety of the 12 races, except for 2 races that were like plus 25 and plus 35. And so there was just a 60-point hole in the game, and it was like, if you had damage controlled 2 races, you had a much better chance to bring it back. And I think EU in this match had, 4 or 5 races that were relatively manageable, like, ties and +2s and all that, but otherwise, like, the bombs by WF, I don't know, I think that's just damage control is the biggest thing.
This guy just changed 4 right in second. All right, bro. You deserve to get blue for that. You can't get this consistently lucky.
I thought everyone was about to get piped on the line. And he was about to drop second again, but hey.
Well, that was okay.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to that race because we're looking towards newer things coming in this second game. What is their plan? Are they starting on the hour again, or are they just starting right away?
Believe they're starting on the hour because I think there's lineup swaps on both sides.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens then. We'll get the insider from Da Boys and see when we're seeing this game too.
Yep, obviously WF taking game 1 5-44-440, 104 point deficit. That game, it felt like WF kind of pushed them off a cliff, and they were kind of just hanging there with one arm for dear life.
Yeah,
WF's kind of just taking the sole of their shoe and kind of digging it into their hand the whole time. But that's kind of what it felt like, because WF only won a few races by a significant margin. A lot of small wins, but you only won 1 race that entire war. So I mean,
true.
You're not going to be winning many matches if you're only winning 1 track. So,
well, yeah, let's hope, for EU's sake, that they can get some sort of performance, because I mean, it's the Dynasty versus, EU looking for their first title,
right?
First division title in team history. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, they just got to take the next 15 minutes to kind of relax and forget about that. Don't even worry about it. It's all in the past. I mean, now they just got to win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's really all they can do.
While they take a moment to regroup, should we also take maybe?
I think we will be taking a moment to regroup as well.
Absolutely. But, yeah, we'll probably come back in like 10 and then set the mood for a game 2 or whatever. But yeah, so we'll probably drop for like 10, and we will talk to you guys very soon. Stay tuned, because we still got game 2, and you never know what's gonna happen, as they say. So,
all right.
Yeah, we will be right back. Yo, what's up, you guys? We're back.
We're back.
Dude, we got
We
our
are chilling. I had to mute the
electrolytes, we got our
stream.
protein packets, we're ready for game 2, baby.
Let's go.
But yeah, we got the EU hosting this one. So, assuming what we said has any weight at the end of the last match about what could, put EU in the front and get EU, some momentum, hosting could be one of those things.
Yeah, definitely. You do get the advantage of starting in first place
Yeah.
right off the rip. So I mean, that's always huge, to be honest. But
with that nice Spanish net, they can all join the room in like top 6 or something, and that's probably what we're looking for,
Right. So for EU, I'm pretty sure the lineup is staying the same, but WF, they're swapping out Lamphy and Theo for Flo and Valor. So I mean, this is probably WF's best
Yeah.
lineup. So I mean, if this is a replication of if this war is a replication of last war, this is gonna be really ugly, I think.
Yeah.
But with EU starting in top spots, I mean, hopefully that's good.
And I mean, who would have EU had if they could switch out 2 players in their lineup to improve it? Like, is this their best lineup for sure?
This is 100% their best lineup. This is like the MKU lineup they use pretty much all season. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
no really chances for them to substitute, switch out. So you got to go with what you had. And I mean, the sentence, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, don't really apply here because, I mean, last match was a little broke. So
yeah, just a little bit.
You got to hope for EU's sake that they something turns the table because, I mean, us as casters, we're having trouble grasping at what could be the game changer here because it was just all around dominant from WF last match.
Right.
But hey, maybe they'll pull out a top 6 race 1 and everything will be uphill from there. We don't know, but it's all also about the mentality.
It's always a possibility. So
yeah.
But
another thing we had been talking about just was the headspace that EU could or could not be in. So
right. A little bit around the association. If you guys aren't really associated with anyone,
around the association,
I know game 1 in our D2 finals between Blizzard and JPP. Blizzard took that match by 8 points, so BZ getting that 1-0 advantage after game 1. The word on the street was that BZ was actually down 56 heading into the last GP.
That's that SVC GP3, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, with KV, the staple SVC member, anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of D3, Cherish taking game 1 over the Legion of Bananas.
Oh, right, the Legion of Bananas. How could I forget?
Yes. Apparently, BL had some internet issues. Royal, who is their best player by quite a bit, I'd say, his net crashed after the first race. So, I mean,
oh, shoot.
Yep, so that's tough for BL. You hate to see it, but Cherish taking that 1-0 lead in the series there as well. In terms of the other divisions, well, you guys are on your own because I have no idea.
Bro, I got this. Let me whip up the results. I'll be your lower division. Oh wait, no, you got inside. I can't even see the things.
Yeah.
They don't have the results on the standings and fixtures.
No, because they posted as a series in playoffs.
Okay, but
so
Division 4, Drift Riders and YF. That's the championship matchup there. I don't know about y'all, but I got my money on Drift Riders. I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
I know very little about some teams, but that team just sounds like a team that wants to win, and I got my money on them. I actually just betted with Vegas. Bet with Vegas, it's all in.
Yeah, the battle of the French teams.
Ooh, true. Let me see. Let's go down D12. Let's take a look.
D5, StarClan's second team actually beating Sunset game 1. I wouldn't have assumed that because, I mean, we all know if you're an OG, you know who Jax is.
With 2 X's or 1?
No. Jax FA.
Oh, damn.
He is in
Yep.
Sunset.
Dude.
That guy is extremely good. Playing in D5, that is busted.
I mean, yeah.
that he has no business playing in D5.
I mean, almost like not the same level, but that's K and D2 right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I mean, K being one of the best players, if not the best player on the globe, playing in D2, that's kind of broken. But whatever.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm looking really quick before the match starts. I just looked at the D12 threads, and it seems that they stopped posting after week 5.
What?
So I don't know what's going on down there.
Okay, well that's news to me. Well, all right.
I don't think there's been any posts lately in D12, but we'll keep an eye on that one because I know there's a lot of fans of Fast Evils and Nin Club. So we'll keep you guys updated on the scene. But for now, all the way back up to Division 1 here.
Kevin, apparently she guys said that D12 is only 6 weeks because there's only 4 teams. So well,
true. Okay.
Joke's on you, buddy.
Hell yeah. But yeah, we got WF EU Game 2. EU's backs are against the wall, and they've got to look for something big, and it looks like they're assuming at least top 3 here.
Yeah, it is top 3 for EU. Louis Sao, Manster, and Frogger starting in top 3. They didn't get their pick, but what they were picking I did not like. They were opting for Yoshi Valley with top 3. I think that's actually just not the move. Yoshi Valley is a pretty prominent bagging track.
That is true. That's not a great selection. So looks like WF's pick, looking to serve them a little better here at least. Pyrax, with the struggle bus back here. We're still watching Pyrax, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian Frogger occupying 10th and 11th. Frogger getting hit out Frogger getting hit out pretty early, but it's TM. We all know that really only lap 3 matters on TM. If we're being honest, the track is so chaotic.
In a couple minutes, it's fine.
Yep. Pyrax needs to get his 10 coins, and the race can finally begin. Bry just trying to be annoying. Man, it looks like Manser also got hit out. He's back here in 10th place. I believe that Swift is still the lone Roy. Pyrax is going for a little bit of a ride here, hugging the wall. Does have blue shell.
We'll see who's in first. If it looks like Pyrax is planning on holding this one, so that's it. Might be a top 2. My guess would be a top 2 for WF up there.
Right. I believe that is EU in last place as well. It looks like they're kind of just hard bagging for the shock. Somebody might have had a shroom or a horn. Pyrax is really looking to let that go there.
Yeah, it looks like a shroom. So these last couple sets are going to be really crucial for EU because there's a lot of them back
box. Whoever's in the Bry gets absolutely clapped.
Yeah, WF looking like they're 1-3-4 maybe.
1-3. Manster gets hit out, so this could be a potential top 3 for WF.
They're huge for Pyrax.
Swift gets bombed though. That's tough.
Yeah, ooh, that still looks like a really good race. Top 2-4.
Top 2-4, I think.
Oh wait,
Sewell gets first. Hey, you know what? That's really good for EU. Actually, that's
I did not see that coming.
No, I did.
Apparently we were all out of sorts there because I did not see EU getting to first. Maybe they've been holding on to first that entire time. Like that is
you know what?
Start.
It could have been. I did see someone take cut when the blue shell was coming, so that could have been Suo. The blue could have hit first place. He could have just been out of there, kind of.
Yeah.
Especially if he had a pretty good shroom in second or something like that with no one around him, really. So I mean, props to him for getting first. Manster does come up as well, even after he got hit out right at the end of lap 3. Did a good job to manage to get third place. 1-3-5-6 for EU, but the 10-12 does kind of nerf it a little bit, but it is still a +6 race 1 for EU, and they do get their track pick too. Obviously, we saw
Yeah,
last
last
match.
time.
This did not go very well, but I think 1-3-5 is a lot more acceptable spots for this track than top 2-4-5 because you're a lot less prone to bumping yourself.
Yeah, I think if you're EU, I mean, you got the one we were talking about. One of their goals for this match is just damage control because we were talking about the few races that they
Ouch.
had were very very like even. If they can get a lot of those and get the winning races with them, then I mean they could. If they win by 11, it's still a win, or win by 12, it's still a win. you
Right.
know? But it's just
Exactly.
going to be up to them to control the damage and be like really conscious of where WF is at what times, because sometimes they're just in top 3 and you never see it coming. So
Right, exactly. But so far, it looks like this PPS pick is sort of working out for them. That is WF falling into bottom 3 really quick. Bottom 4, actually, for WF. Frogger kind of getting hit out here. But it does seem that EU still has most of those top spots, but they do need to be watching out for those shocks because this TS on lap 3 is actually nasty.
oh yeah, it's really nasty, but it's also a really easy read. So I mean,
That's true. So I mean, if you've got people with dodges in the middle spots, it's almost guaranteed dodges. But you do see WF pulling into 1-3-4, Swift being in first place. Spike actually getting hit by his own team's fireballs. So this is going to be top 3 for WF, which is just what you mentioned. How poof, they're kind of top 3 out of nowhere.
It was a really good item for Pyrax to have there in third. After all that too, we had triple greens, able to do some damage, but.
Yeah, and it looks like Frogger pulled in a second. Flo kind of getting knocked back in the middle spot. You see Mars here. I think that's a 1-4-5-6.
I would be worried if I were Frogger. That's 4 on 1 right now, and I think there's triple reds in second.
Yeah, I mean,
Or no, that's a horn.
tough.
Sorry. Oh, the
Frog
bomb!
is bombed.
Oh, the blue coming out for Swift. Flo's
No,
gonna
they
be
have
a
a horn.
hornet.
Yeah, they have a horn. It doesn't matter.
They got another one too. Oh, that's huge for Pyrax. Wow.
Pyrax is fireball though. It looks like WF is getting top 3 though. Valor's
they're
kind of on the
gone.
come up too. Pyrax might be able to cheese some spots. Never mind, he gets booed.
I mean,
Louis
he got
Sau's got to
that
be
down
careful.
plant, so.
Plants Louis Sau as well. That's
a way to
and-
turn around a race right there. That was
Ouch.
really well done.
bottom 4 for EU. That sucks too because EU did such a good job holding down their top spots, but after lap 1, it looks like everything kind of just crumbled. And WF taking a plus 24 race there, so all the good work that EU did race 1 gone, and then some.
Gone. Yeah, WF really good at finding the opportunity, like finding the moment where you can just ruin everything. Like the blue shell hitting or Frogger getting bombed was probably the turning point.
Yeah,
like where everything just went downhill because he got bombed and then a blue came out. There were 2 horns. Pyrax was able to horn the 2 people coming up behind him. Like it.
Yeah, I mean, that was just like a pretty unbreakable wall there, and it looks like WF's going to be getting their pick as well, which is a little bit spooky, especially when you've got Mr. Swift Cat Coon in first place. We all know how good he is in first place. So
True. And I mean, yeah, we saw how handily they ran the race last time we saw this track. I mean, given they were also up by 50 after 2, but like, if this is any indication of how the last match went, then they could be getting a top 3, top 4 here, and it could be exactly what we saw last time. But for EU's sake, if they can turn this around early, especially just because this track is impossible to catch up on, like.
pretty much. But you did see WF really coming away with all of their top spots still. I think that's top 5 for WF. So I mean, yeah, that is top 5 for WF.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The fire for Pyrax can be very helpful too.
Definitely worked out for WF, kind of keeping their top spots and then actually gaining some top spots in the end too.
Oh yeah, Pyrax has the kitchen sink in his item inventory right now. Okay, he threw that away.
Yeah, opts to get rid of those, which is kind of strange in my opinion. I think
unless
I know they're top 5 at least right now, but even so, if their last line of defense gets broken, you still got triple bananas. They had a horn in first too. I mean, this is really nasty.
Yeah,
he's got to get a shock like right now.
There is. I'm looking at last place. I don't think there's a bolt in play.
doesn't seem that way. Pyrax
No.
is not looking back very often either, so it's safe to assume that WF is in 5th place as well.
Yeah,
You see Frogger and Mancer in 6-7, I believe. I think that's top 5-7 for
Definitely.
WF at the moment. This, oh my gosh! I mean, if this
is
sticks,
absolute domination, dude.
if this sticks, they're blowing this wide open.
Yeah, this is exactly where we were after 3 races of game 1, and I mean, you saw that good race for EU, but it's looking to be completely eviscerated.
Oh,
Oh,
Pyrax didn't get his trail out in time.
that's
Okay.
tough as hell. Okay.
Well,
Still a really good race.
nevertheless, this top 3-5-7, I believe, for
That's
WF.
still massive. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, Mars getting last, but I mean, you get top 3-5-7, you can kind of afford to get 12th place, especially if you're kind of just being that guy who's like really annoying. So
Yeah, dude, we're seeing. I mean, we're seeing exactly what you'd expect from. I mean, they improved the lineup with Valor and Flo, and it's just. I mean, that race was utterly in control.
well, they get that much better in the front, which is why it's so scary, considering how dominant World Friend was match 1 in the front. I mean,
you went from having 3 people consistently running to having 5 people consistently running. I mean,
yeah, it's tough.
that is a desert pick, and I mean, you know, they are. Is that right? They're only down 40.
Yep.
It felt like that race was. I mean, I guess I remember it being a top 5, but that race definitely felt like.
Yeah, a couple EU came up at the end, so it kind of did a little bit of damage control, but I mean, nothing too much. But I mean, we all saw Tri-Dry Desert last time. WF pulled the double shock, won the race by 30, obviously. So I mean, hopefully, if you're EU, you're really hoping that doesn't happen again.
We will head out until lap 3, honestly, because I mean.
Yep, nothing to really see here besides
These are all
WF kind of just getting items and looking to dodge. You know, the standard stuff is all of his competitive Mario Karters. No.
This is exactly what the world sees when they see competitive Mario Kart, dude.
And EU needs to have more people in bottom 4 because you can only pull shock 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th if you didn't know.
They gotta have a person in like dead ass last, dude. I don't
Well,
need bottom 4.
The strategy is you should probably have 2 people in bottom 4, honestly, especially on this track.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're just gonna let WF have literally their whole team in bottom 4, I mean, they're literally asking to get bopped on the 6 head. So I mean, it's not really gonna do much for them.
Yeah, you see at least 3. Oh, that's an early shock. Okay, and someone dodged in 2nd.
Well,
yeah, someone's gone.
Whoever that is takes those, I guess.
I mean, we'll see what happens at the end of this race.
WF.
What's happening right now doesn't matter, but what's your bet on what place first place ends up getting? Because I'm saying 6th.
First.
Oh, bet, yeah. He's holding on to first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dodge probably has some item. Well, never mind.
There's a 2nd shock and the blue's coming out. I'm not sure, bro.
Well, yeah. That was EU shock. So WF must have dodged somebody from EU with a shock in their pocket.
I'm not sure who that was in first anyways, but it looks like...
I have no clue, but I would assume it was someone from WF because that first shock was like super blatantly WF shock.
Yeah, that's true. Looks like Mancer's going to get into first here, and I mean, this could be a good last couple sets for Pyrax. He's set up good. There's probably not going to be another shock.
Yeah. Mancer's so far ahead, though, that he's 100% not getting first. So that's EU in top 2.
Yeah,
it's going to be... This is all EU up here, and Pyrax is a really bad pull last set.
Oh, so, that is really bad. Oh, no.
This is actually huge for EU.
That is huge. My God. They're like bottom 3, bottom 4?
Yeah, bottom 3 for WF at least. Mancer got first.
Okay,
Mars clutched. Mars clutched hard. Okay, so it was Mars who dodged in 2nd.
Cheeks were clenched.
Yeah, so I mean that was pretty even, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Plus 12 for EU, but I mean Mars kind of clutching out that first place helped a lot.
I mean, yeah, plus 12 for EU. I mean, it's only a 28-point deficit, and I mean, last match we were looking at about 80 at this point. So,
yeah. So I mean, it's definitely it doesn't feel like they kind of have been letting last match get to them so far because they've they've looked a lot better this match, I'd say.
Yeah.
But
They look a lot more composed, I think.
Mhm.
But if we get EU's track pick, we're gonna see some unique track pickage this war. I don't think I've ever casted Warriors Goldmine.
It's so boring. It's just personally, it is not my cup of tea.
This track is just pressing A, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it was.
it's literally
What's it
what
called? Someone was talking about how bad this track is by the fact that like this track has like the biggest gap between the world record on it in Mario Kart 8 and the world record on it in 8 Deluxe because there's nothing to do on this track. Like
Yeah.
I think that's how you gauge how boring a track is because it's just like pressing A. Like
Yeah.
I don't pick this track personally ever if I ever play. Like I don't. But I mean, apparently EU has something special about this track.
It's really good for mid spots because it's awkward angle for first turn.
Yeah.
For first place.
You see Pyrax pulling out the 8-second draft again, so he's gonna try to fend off 2, 3, 4 here.
Yeah, but it does look like EU is all behind him. Here comes a bomb in first. Oh,
They get the red. They can get the red on him. Yeah, that's really huge.
That's EU. That's EU top 3 at the moment. Pyrax is boomeranged again. EU's all occupying top spots at the moment, but shock is relatively common on this track since it's so long.
Coming out too.
Pyrax just driving in the middle, does not care that he's getting blued because he knows he's going to get a star. He knows he's going to dodge and get that plus 15.
Oh, facts. Looks like EU may have dodged the blue because they still have top 3 up there, I think.
Yeah. Master was the one who hit him out anyway, so.
Yeah, Swift taking over first.
I think that's Swift up there all alone because this is like all WF back here. But WF does have a lot of stuff back here, so I mean if they get bold it's actually going to be detrimental for EU.
Yeah, Valor's holding the star. I mean I'm guessing they could chain the bullet into the bolt, which makes it pretty likely to get it, I think. But it's looking you gotta, I mean if you're WF you gotta hope there's a shock in play because this is a really tough place to catch up on.
Yeah, and it doesn't. I don't think there is because the typical shock spot is this set coming right here.
Yeah, I think they just both used their stars at the same time. I think they might have thought that EU had it. I don't know. Didn't seem like
could have been, but that does. I think that's still top 2 for EU, 3, 4, 5 for WF. Frogger for sure in second place here.
If they are in first, they better hope they're in first because that was a Waluigi. Oh, the bomb! No, that was
WF.
Oh my God, Flo.
That's top 4 for WF.
That's top 5.
Ouch.
That's top 5.
Yikes, dude. What happened?
Oh my God!
Holy cow.
What happened?
What happened? That was all EU in the front.
I think there was. Oh my God! Flo actually backpacked. Yeah,
dude,
no,
Flo made plays, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
The second you said top 2, I was like, I don't think that's them up there. And then Frogger got completely like 5-headed. Wow.
Yikes, dude.
Just as we were thinking that this is getting a little
DS? DS? I like this pick actually.
Well,
wow.
If there were doors on the building, there are no longer anymore because WF just blew them off.
Oh my God.
This pick is really nice for WF too. If they get picked, obviously. Since it is, I'd say it's quite a bit harder to draft from the back row.
Yeah.
I mean, WF all probably went Streetle, try to draft their own top spots, but it doesn't matter because it's Yoshi Valley anyway.
Well,
But
damn. What is this, race 6? Yeah. So, if you can get a top 4, top 5, then you can kind of reset back to where you were before this, because it was only a 28-point deficit, but now it's 64.
yeah, I mean that was a plus 36 for WF that race. So I mean
that was about as close to the top 6 as you can get almost.
Yeah, I mean that more than doubled their lead. I mean, EU's kind of felt like they might have had some momentum after that dry desert race, but I mean clearly that is not the case because WF said momentum. We don't really care about your momentum really. So
yeah, what's nice about this race in particular though is we'll be able to tell who WF is because they're all links.
Well, we still got Frogger who's a link as well.
I mean, yeah,
so
that'll
that's
make it nice and confusing for us, but hey, here we are.
Hey, you know what? At least it's not 12 Waluigis this time.
True, yeah.
I was casting with Squids a couple weeks ago, and we came to the decision that Waluigi Wiggler is like actually Plague. It's like worse than Morton in 8U.
More
Because at least in 8U, there was some variety. Like people use Wario and Dry Bowser and stuff like that. But
True, yeah. I mean, at least it's not Mach 8 Cyber Slicks. That's the one thing I'd rather not live with. But hey, if it was Waluigi Mach 8 Cyber Slicks, I might just like call it can.
Bro, Streetle Cyber Slicks were worth 100%.
Okay, but
you see a pretty early shock coming in here. I think that might have been EU.
Definitely.
I don't know if Bry was just using that to. Yeah, Bry and Louis Sal both dodging, but they're so far in the back that it's like, they kind of just caught up to the pack, I'd say, with better items. Pyrax.
That was just a catch up. It wasn't really a game changer. I mean, we see
it was just
there in first.
Pretty fair, but he looks like the lone wolf kind of. It looks like looks like a 2-3-4 for WF. Flow going down.
I think EU might be in second or third because that's a huge shot for WF. I think EU might be in second or third because a bomb came out on Flow, but this is going to be deadly for EU.
Yeah, especially if WF has dodges. But this should be pretty easy to predict because it's so late now.
Yeah. Frogger able to dodge that. Manster hopefully able to hold on to that first. That'd be a
He's gone.
if he lost that.
But I mean, everyone's gonna be taking cut. I think Flo's gonna get first here.
No, that's a
Manster Manster with his cheeks clenched.
I'm saying, dude, I was about to say cheeks have never been so clenched. Still a winning race for WF, but
yeah, that was 8 bottom 3 for EU. So I mean, that really doesn't do anything. It's probably like a plus 14 or 16, for WF.
But at least they got first. That's really what matters. But
absolutely, yeah.
Probably see like a GBA Mario circuit or something come out from them.
At this point, if Manster can hold on to a first in any way possible and get some teammates up there, then we could be seeing a turnaround. But right now, 78 points. That is the deficit we're facing halfway through.
So I mean, it's pretty equal to it's the last match. So there's not much difference here.
Yeah, I mean, last match I think was 60. So this,
I mean, if anything, it's worse.
This feels better. Like it feels like EU is doing better, but it's so much worse in terms of score.
Well, EU's actually getting in the front now. It's just like WF is actually just operating with hitting them.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is really tough for EU. This is looking not very good. Now WF getting their track pick as well, since they're all behind first place. They're kind of just gonna be looking to draft and kind of bail. And I think quite a few of them stayed Streetle as well. So I mean, Streetle, for all of those who didn't know, has a pretty significant advantage.
Yeah.
On this track here, Pyrax gonna be looking to pull into first here. Frogger says absolutely not.
Dude.
Not right now, buddy.
Duality right here. This is hype. The biker and the Carter.
I believe that Thomas pulled into first. I believe he kind of came from the abyss.
Thomas is gone now. Apparently, he's just there.
Yeah. EU bringing up in 2-3. Bry hitting the banana. Thomas's back spam. Spike holding down second place at the moment. A bomb forward. Thomas gets absolutely long sniped, dude. That is another hashtag MKDX moment.
I was muted because I was letting out a thick sneeze, and I saw that, and I was like, holy shit. That's intense. Okay, we got 1-3 here for EU.
Yeah, top 2-4 for EU, actually.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah.
Unless their fourth got hit out. Manster with the pretty suspect eel. Pyrax just blazing right past him.
That's pretty suspect if you ask me. The shock. That was very well coordinated by WF. That was really well done.
Pyrax doing a really good job to just call himself on glider, so he loses absolutely no time and still hitting
definitely
hitting Spike over glider.
And
but I mean,
it might be a red on the oh no, that's EU that's WF in second.
Yeah, I mean,
where did they go? Where did the EU go? They were like 2-3.
I wasn't paying attention to the minimap really. Hate to say, but I mean, if WF all dodged, kind of dodged
Yeah.
in no spots, probably
That's
just
probably true.
actually bodied all of EU.
This is looking like a top 3 for WF, I think. I think that link is WF.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It just happens.
I don't-
Well, the blue coming in.
Oh, see ya!
If Pyrax-
See ya! See ya! That's still a top 4 for WF, boys. Boys and girls, that was still dominated.
Top
Okay.
4, 6,
Okay.
7 for WF. That is another
Um,
plus 36.
If there was a
Well.
window that definitely needed them, it was this window. This window might just have achieved curtains.
Potentially.
That's massive. That's 114 points. After race 7, I think. Was that 7 or 8?
Yeah, that was 7. This is significantly worse than this last match. So I mean, we were a bit teased, I'd say.
So pulling out the calculator really quick. 5 races left, 114 points of deficit. EU's got to win each race, ideally by 23. Do you think they can do it, my guy?
No, no. It's just possible, but this is not happening.
This is really tough.
WF's actually just
A tank.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but it's like not safe for work, so
Not
it's
safe for
better
work,
off
yeah.
unsaid.
I kept it PC. Don't worry. Yeah. I
Like-
mean,
Dude, EU's probably gaping right now. It's bad.
yeah. I think the cheeks are unclenched a little bit because that was
Well,
just
yeah, they don't have anything to clench anymore. They're getting
No.
destroyed. It's like,
yeah.
what?
You can't
Yeah.
clench what's been beat so bad. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah. I think the few windows we had seen opening for EU at the start of the match have been shattered, closed, and fucking burned. Excuse my language.
Yeah, those have been slammed shut. Pyrax with a shock just to add an insult to injury, really.
Oh
here.
yeah, that's a bolt, dude. That's a little stressful. And I mean when you've got the blue, or no, that's coming out from EU. So yeah, I mean when you've got the bolt in hand, if you've got the bolt in hand, you've pretty much got the race held
Well,
on to.
especially on this track too, where it's so short, but there's still so much off-road to be cut. You can
Yeah.
dodge. Oh, EU had a shock, I guess.
True. Okay. I
Are
mean
you
one
worried?
last shred of hope here, possibly, but they've got to get like a top 4, top 5 if they want to stay in contention.
Minimum.
Yeah.
They can't really be affording to get too many spots in bottom 3. That is such a bad chain from Pyrax. He just gets triple bananas.
I don't really know what to make of that. Louis Sau getting smacked. Manster coming up in the first. He might be able to pull out first. I'm looking on the mini map.
Wait a second.
Manster whipped up
Okay,
first.
never mind.
No, yeah, that was still a very bad race, but Manster, I think, clutched it out.
I saw all
Oh.
EU going past Pyrax, but then again, it's like Pyrax was in like 8th.
Yeah.
And he wasn't taking a cut, so
Yeah, that race
Valid.
looking like a, plus 15, plus 10 maybe at the best.
oh man,
That's tough. No, Manster's cheeks were clenched at the end of that one, but
for sure. Well, now after 2 GPs, WF currently holding a 108-point lead. So I mean,
yeah.
oh jeez.
I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, but also, let me take a look at this. So, yeah, 108 divided by 4 is probably like 26 or something. That might be.
Well, if WF wins this race by 14 or more, we got a 3-peat, baby.
Oh, we got a damn. So they just got to get a top 2, top 3. They're just gonna try to curtains this one, I think.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
It's like why even risk just getting absolutely bopped?
Yeah, just heave ho the bomb, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, you might as well just go to Schwab rate and Bone Dry Dunes. Obviously, you think of France track picks, and Bone Dry
Yeah.
Dunes is like probably the first thing that comes to mind. Honestly,
This is a unique
this is
one.
me personally.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I've ever picked this track. It's hype. It's hype as hell. I just never picked it. It's like,
Yeah, it's got a sick track too, honestly.
hell yeah. But yeah, so what? WF needing a top 2-5 at worst. And
Yeah,
they're
they just can't get like bottom 3 and stuff like that. But if they get, like top 2 and a bunch of middle spots scattered around, I mean they kind of won already.
Definitely think, WF's heart rates are very low right now. There's nothing to really worry about going into here unless they perform the single-handed biggest choke job of all time. Like, that's a three-peat.
Yeah, and I mean with EuroLeague, with agility wins, I mean you could talk about them as like potentially. Obviously, SVC and AU had a run of literally winning anything, but they're up there with like the historic Mario Kart teams probably at this point.
Definitely, what we're seeing right now is one of probably the top 3 teams in Mario Kart 8 or 8 Deluxe. Either game, like this is absolute domination, and I mean we're seeing it right now. It's just like you can't open up any windows for WF or they will absolutely smash them open and take advantage. Because I mean, we saw this match being pretty steadily matched up. There's a shot coming too.
Yeah, that's all WF dodging too. Swift dodges in like 6th. Someone dodging like 4th.
Yeah.
Pyrax is gonna be able to get a really good spot here.
But I'm saying, like, you saw this match seem pretty manageable at the start, but what you see at the end of the match every time, WF is able to dominate, and that is probably curtains.
I think that's it.
I think that's curtains, yeah.
That might be enough.
If that is a title right there, we will see.
No, it's plus 10. Okay, so
we're still playing, boys.
To win, EU needs 2 top 6, 3 races in a row. So I mean, it's doable. But
what if WF just cheeses them and gives them like 2 top 6s and then just drops a top 5-7?
That'd be kind of hype, honestly.
Yeah.
For the content.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, if it's mathematically possible, boys, it can happen. I don't want to see any of that, it's over GG stuff in chat. Mathematically, this game is still in play. WF only able to get that plus 10 last race. Nah, it's going to take an absolute miracle for EU at this point, but let's see.
Praying to the man above real quick.
He says, how many simulations does EU win finals at this point? I think they could win one at least a trillion. That's my data right there.
Seriously. At least a trillion.
What if we live in the timeline where they actually top 6 3 in a row and then lose game 3? Oh yeah, this is only game 2. Yeah, they bring this back and then lose game 3 by 250.
That'd be so lame. Can you imagine that?
That would be. I mean, like that. That's conservation of greatness right there. Like top 3-6 races or 3 races, top 6-3 races, and then just like have nothing left in your tank.
Just leave the towel on the floor.
Towel belongs to the floor now. Jesus.
But I mean, I feel like this match has like kind of almost been more even, except for like lap 3. Really, WF's kind of just like, hey man. You think you're gonna get top 4? It's not happening, dude.
That's a cute top 4. Sorry, guys. Like,
yeah.
And I mean, if Pyrax is able to hold on to this first, and anyone on his team finishes, and like
there's a blue, but they gotta have a horn. Wow.
Oh, they don't.
That feels like the first time WF's like actually gotten blued, and they just don't have a horn or a shroom to just get rid of it.
The first time WF has not dodged a blue. Oh, that banana snipe! You see that?
Yeah, that was kind of epic.
That was kind of sick. I'm kind of ill now. No, but I mean,
that's still flowing Swift in top 2, so it's like
a top 2 will end it. Yeah, I mean, unless a bottom 4, but
well, no, that'll still end it. Because there are only two races left.
Oh, yeah.
Like, EU literally needs a top 6.
Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. We're playing for top 6, so yeah, I mean... Sorry, I was just thinking they have to win by 4.
No.
Yeah, no, that is, I'm smelling some gold title ship right there.
And that is the 3-peat done.
That was not a top 6.
4.
Did they decide to pull it on them? Okay, no.
Top
that
4,
was
6, 8.
Almost as close as you can get.
Ouch.
It's
It's
like
like,
a title, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to be like excited, but it's almost expected at this point.
I mean, yeah.
So this is like just another day in the office, pretty much.
This is Brady Belichick. It's like that's a huge win, you know. But I mean, hey, have we seen a 3-peat? I'm assuming we saw it from SBC. I don't remember.
SBC won season 1, 2, and 3. So I mean, this is the second 3-peat
of 8 deluxe, right?
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah. So I mean, 2 3-peats, and WF able to take one of them. That pretty much solidifies them in the top three teams of Mario Kart 8. Honestly, like that's pretty fucking big.
Sure.
And this is what's it called? This is race 11 coming up right here.
Yeah.
Well,
so, I mean, this is what now? I can ask one of them if they want to hop in for an interview. I don't know. I know that BZ and JPP are very close at the moment in Game 2 in Division 2, so potentially hop in. If there is a Game 3, it does look like Cherish 2-0'd BL. Unfortunate internet problems for BL both matches, so I mean, that really sucks. You hate to go out that way. I would be less than pleased if I was a part of the Legion, but I'm not, so congratulations to Cherish for your Division 3 banner. Probably Division 2 next season, I would assume. But impressive season, especially if you're looking to move up in the world of Mario Kart, you know.
So you said what was it? JPP and BZ were close right now. Where are they in their match? Like, are they race 11 as well?
I've got no idea. Do you know
is race 12 like in contention? Like, are we able
plus
to pull that
2
up really
for
quick?
what BZ?
Plus 2
is there
for
a
BZ?
stream? I mean,
could you? Is there any way to pull it up real quick? Like,
yeah, sure.
I'd be down to watch race 12 of that.
Yeah, you should pull that up quick, honestly, because we're literally watching nothing.
Yeah, we're watching a scrim right now. So,
I mean, all right, we might be swapping POVs. Our man Cynical behind the scenes right here.
Yeah, dude. We got
BZ
still in third, dude.
Yeah, BZ and JPP currently a 2-point match heading into race 12. This is game 2, so if BZ, this is Lizard, right? Cindo? Okay. So we got Jonas Lizard.
Oh damn! So
on the screen,
the score on the top of the screen really quick because we got BZ and JPP race 12 of game 2, and who has the 1-point lead? JPP does or
BZ won game 1. So obviously if they win, BZ's taking D2.
Yeah,
but,
dude, and they're
JPP
wins.
Right, JPP wins. We're going to game 3, and I think we'll actually be covering that whole match. And I mean, for BZ, this isn't really what you want to see. Lizard and K in bottom spots. Those are your 2 best players.
Oh wow, yeah, they're back here.
Paul's back here too. Oh, JPP looks like they're all in top spots right now.
And are they the ones leading by 2 currently?
I have no clue, but I mean,
doesn't matter if you're top spots.
No, not really.
Oh, Lizard trying to pull up here, and I mean, yeah, we see Deno up there in about 4th, but that's all we've really seen. I think we've got a lot of JPP presence up here.
Yeah, LMDS in first. Jonas actually pulling into first here.
He didn't get the chain though. He could get redded. He's got to be really careful, especially in this section. The blue's coming out too.
Oh, that's tough.
That could be huge for JPP, boys.
Horn? Oh, he didn't pull a horn. That sucks.
No horn. They're top 2.
Yeah, Hamano and LMDS pulling in. K, Deno, and Lizard following closely behind in 3-4, though.
Yeah, they've got to take out top 2 right now.
I think that's 3 through 6 for BZ. So, I mean, if they can operate on even second place,
Oh, the triple shrooms.
Oh, LMDS with a horn. He gets K out of there.
Oh, this is going to be a
Oh,
huge screen
God.
for Blizzard.
This is actually a crapshoot right now.
I know. He's going to be able to shroom up here if he doesn't get ready.
Falso in 5-6.
JP's all up here. I think that might be a huge,
Oh,
huge
Lizard gets
win.
green too. BZ's taking it. Or not,
Are they
not
taking
BZ.
it?
No. BZ's not taking it. I'm stupid.
JPP is.
Sorry, unless JPP got bottom 3. Which they did not. So JPP
Oh
pushes
my
out
God.
game 2. Let's go, baby. We got at least one game 3.
Where were the Division 2 finals an hour ago? That is hype. All due respect to WF and EU, but that race gave me more adrenaline than the entire finals. And that is what Mario Kart
wow.
do, baby.
Yeah, JPP takes that one by 4. So,
wow.
I mean,
Oh my God.
it was plus 8 for BZ game 1, plus 4 for what's it called? JPP game 2. But I think we're gonna be flipping back to the end of WF and EU.
Yeah.
And then we are gonna be covering game 3 between BZ and JPP. Pyrax is chilling in first place. I don't even know the scores anymore, but it doesn't matter because WF's already won. Let me ask Mars if he would like to get in on an interview again. Congratulations to WF for the
Absolutely.
3-peats.
Yeah, don't let that hype last race of the D2 finals take away from WF's huge win. And that's a 3-peat, baby. I smell some dynasty. This room reeks of dynasty right now, and that's
yeah. This reeks of New England Patriots, which is actually gross.
That's Bill Belichick, baby.
Yeah, this is Belichick Brady.
Belichick put in Flo and Valor, and he said, "All right, we're pulling this one out."
Okay, well, WF 3-time back-to-back Division 1 champions. Congratulations to EU, however, on a very impressive run, 6-4 regular season, winning Conference B, I believe it was.
No, yeah.
Obviously, making it to the final is a big accomplishment, especially for them, where they don't really have that deep of a resume built up. So, I mean, that's really something that they can go off of for next season and in future tournaments.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of just going to be hanging out. Is BZ and JPP starting at the hour again? Okay. Well,
but yeah, I mean, you with an impressive regular season, getting some clutch wins, pulled out a what could be considered an upset. I don't know. It was a pretty evenly, contested semifinals, but by the popular vote, what could have been considered an upset against XI in the semifinals and pulling into the finals, like the appearance in the finals and the experience, that'll be like a good resume builder, like you said. So I mean, we'll see where EU takes it from there, but very impressive to be, getting that far in D1. So
yeah, for sure. And then I did DM Mars if he wants to interview. I might hit up Pyrax as well.
Yeah.
See if you. I have a feeling they're just popping off in their call. Honestly,
all 30 of them are just in call.
Probably.
I got some deja vu. We saw this 3 months ago.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But that was a game 3, so.
Yeah, but this was not very close. This was extremely dominating for WF.
Absolutely not. It was very close, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
very not close.
Pyrax said he's going to ask if anybody wants to interview with us. If not, that's okay. You can let them have their moment.
Yeah, you got the Porta campaign. It's fine.
He said Valor wants to interview. Okay.
Down.
Well, okay.
Is
that Valor?
Is he here?
Yeah. What's
up? Welcome, buddy.
What's up, King?
Yeah.
How y'all feeling?
Yeah, how are you feeling, dude? Three titles in a row, dude? But you guys are probably hyped.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. Obviously, you didn't play match one. I'd probably consider you and Flo like the 5 and 6 in your guys' best lineup, and obviously match one with Theo and Lamphy, you guys still kind of dominated to say the least. You guys were probably pretty confident going into game 2, I assume.
Yeah, it was. We had any issue with it. We were feeling really good and confident, and we
Yeah.
were able to win by a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys actually you guys kind of shut the door on them really soon. You guys
Yeah, we saw that plus 70 after 4 game 2, and we were like, I mean,
yeah.
that's a run right there. So
Yeah, I kind of thought with you and Flo coming into game 1, you guys were pretty dominant in the front, and obviously you and Flo are extremely good, just drivers as well. I'm like, dude, WF is gonna actually have all top spots, and that really is kind of what it seems like. So I mean, props to you guys while he's out of here.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay.
He did not give a single hell about what you were saying, bro. Shut your damn mouth, Joel. Yeah. I mean, I guess he needed to pour the champagne. For everyone in the chat who didn't know what happened, Joel was given his absolute praise.
Okay, well,
I gotta go really quick.
Well, whatever.
Nah, yeah.
Who cares?
Point
moving
still
on.
stands.
Moving on.
But yeah, so the plan.
Oh, he's okay. Well, I thought he was just like, I don't want to listen to this guy talk. welcome back.
Only thought you dipped.
Yeah. I don't know. My Discord crashed.
Joel was giving you some fat praise, the dominant run of WF 3 seasons in a row, and you were like, "Nah, I'm tired of this shit."
I was giving you guys gas, and you just bailed. I was like, "Okay."
No, yeah. I mean, I think we definitely saw it like throughout the 2 matches. But what do you guys think, Vaylor? What do you guys think worked best for you guys in those 2 matches? Because I mean, a lot of running, a lot of like pack work. What clicked with you guys? Because it definitely showed.
I think we are good at maybe everything. We are good in front. In the
Mm-hmm. Okay. They are good in front, ladies and gentlemen. Can we hear it for Vaylor? Yeah, Baylor's having some net problems, it seems. Fortunately, those net problems didn't come mid-match, but I think he's only allowed like 5 words per minute.
Oh, it's okay. Wait, send him moving back again.
As he was saying, though, good. We're losing him, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back for the 3rd time.
Oh no!
All right, this guy's trolling us at this point.
I don't know if he's playing us.
Wait. I see P2 in the chat. P2, do you want to interview?
I don't know. Maybe someone is kicking me from the call.
Well,
No.
it's definitely.
We're
Maybe
not
Hathaway's trying to troll us or something.
No, yeah, we're.
Did you heard what I say about
yeah, no, you
front running? Yeah.
You were talking about how you guys were looking really good in the front, and then you kind of dipped. But
yeah, in every spot, like in the back or in the middle pack.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times when we'd see that Pyrax was in the back, it was very not very frequent that it was a lot of you guys in the back, and when it was tracks like Desert and RMC where it just like kind of doesn't matter because shocks are bound to come. So
yeah,
I mean, from what I took away is you guys actually just dominated the front, and I think that's how you guys just end up bodying people because you guys are all such good players. With with Mars too, kind of hanging out, just hitting everyone. So
Yeah, Mars is a good support for the team.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely stuck yourselves up there with the probably top 2 or top 3 teams in Mario Kart 8. So that really good showing, and I'm glad everything clicked for you guys. Definitely worth celebrating tonight. The boys are getting together and cracking a champagne, hopefully. But good stuff from WF today.
Yeah,
So,
it
yeah.
was.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you have anything to add, Valor, or
No.
no. All right, well,
No.
yeah, just again tell the whole squad that congratulations from me and Kevin. So
Hell yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
and yeah,
Good stuff, bro. But thanks for tuning in for the interview. Glad we got that to figure out. But yeah,
at least we got something.
oh yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, I think Joel and I are gonna figure out what is happening with this game.
Well, we're gonna be doing BZ and JPP game 3 pretty soon.
All right, cool.